The 9 Best Investing Books I've Read 2023. Reading books that teach time-tested tactics of successful investors is one of the finest ways to get above the noise in the investment industry. Simply ask any investor. The top investment books have the capacity to completely transform your perspective on money, upgrading our investing thinking, and demystifying the stock market from a casino into the long-term wealth machine that it is. We can all learn from the lessons of great authors in 2023, which is why we've gathered some of the top investment books available to share with you. This book list will teach you timeless investment ideas that will help shape your investing perspective, which is possibly the most important thing for all investors to learn. Many of today's most successful investors have written or recommended the greatest investment books, and they all have one thing in common. They provide a solid basis for learning how to implement smart long-term investing ideas. We show you 9 of these books in this video, and we hope you find them useful on your own particular road of wealth-building knowledge. 1. The Intelligent Investor. The Intelligent Investor, written by Warren Buffett's mentor Benjamin Graham, is one of the best books to read for stock market investing. The book mentions 3 main characteristics of an intelligent investor: a focus on the company's long-term prospects before investing, loss protection through diversification, and a focus on safe and consistent returns rather than insane gains. These 3 principles are still relevant today. The ability of a firm to expand its earnings over time remains a key indicator of whether its stock price will rise or fall. Furthermore, Warren Buffett's stock holdings demonstrate his emphasis on long-term prospects. Similarly, when it comes to risk avoidance, portfolio diversity remains a gold standard in the investment industry. Furthermore, focusing on secure and consistent returns over quick profits is still sound wealth-building advice today. What's more, the obsessive pursuit of insane profits is the fundamental reason why many investors lose money to scams, including pump and dump schemes, or poor investing selections nowadays. Another important notion introduced by Benjamin Graham is value investing. This idea states that investors should buy stocks in good companies, those with long-term potential, when their market price is lower than their true worth. 2. The Psychology of Money. Morgan Housel, a partner at the Collaborative Fund, a network of fund managers, wrote The Psychology of Money. Morgan demonstrates through 19 short stories how emotion, particularly greed and envy, plays a large role in many of our financial decisions and how we may shift the tide by making more reasonable judgments. He also demonstrates that many of the financial decisions we make later in life are influenced by our early experiences. This book is especially useful for persons who believe they have made major financial errors and are unsure how to repair them. It not only assists you in determining the primary causes of such errors, but it also demonstrates how you may go past those errors to make more sensible judgments that will improve your finances. 3. A Random Walk Down Wall Street. The central concept of this book is that ordinary individuals without finance degrees or offices on Wall Street may still win at investing by following to established rules. While Burton discusses the value investing theory and what fundamental stock analysis involves, his conclusion, like John Bogle's, is that regular people may best develop wealth through low-cost index funds. Furthermore, Burton proves that risk is required to develop wealth and that, rather than avoiding it, investors should aim to minimize their risk through diversification. Burton also emphasizes the importance of psychological and emotional discipline in order to succeed in investing. To escape the fear and greed cycle mentioned by Warren Buffett, investors must refuse to follow the crowd and instead focus on what Graham refers to as safe and steady profits. 4. The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. John Bogle, the pioneer of passive investing, wrote The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, which many people consider to be one of the best books for stock investing today. Passive investing is the practice of buying a basket of securities, index funds, or ETFs that track the performance of a specific index rather than attempting to outperform it. There are 2 key reasons why passive investing has gained popularity in many circles. First, passive investment is less expensive, more transparent, less risky, and offers more diversification choices. Second, statistics reveal that most active funds have failed to outperform their indices despite charging higher fees and taking on more risk. John Bogle's book established the groundwork for the now popular passive investing strategy. He believes that buying low-cost passive index funds is the greatest approach for regular investors to earn a fair share of market gains. Bogle also pushed for long-term investing, maximizing the power of compounding and focusing on what works in the market. 5. Millionaire Expat. Millionaire Expat, written by personal finance journalist Andrew Hallam, examines how expats can build wealth away from home. Andrew Hallam, like John Bogle and Burton Malkiel, proves that regular people, in this case foreigners, may develop profitable investment portfolios without following the financial sharks who are out to capture their money. He also recommends that novice investors stick to low-cost index funds and ETFs. Andrew not only tells investors what to buy, but also how and where to buy it. He also discusses why purchasing one asset is preferable to purchasing another, as well as tips on how to achieve tax efficiency when investing and what investors should do based on their nationality. Furthermore, Andrew demonstrates that robo-advisors, sometimes known as digital financial advisors, can be a viable method for creating lucrative and tax-efficient portfolios, and he presents a list of some of the most respected ones. 6. How to Buy Stocks. How to Buy Stocks, published by former Merrill Lynch advertiser Louise Engel and Henry Hecht, is a classic and widely regarded as one of the best investment books for novices. This is an introductory book designed to assist investors grasp the fundamentals of the stock and bond markets. Do you want to understand what a publicly listed firm is, what a stock is, how it differs from a bond, and what the stock exchange does? Then you should read this book. While the other stock investing books mentioned above are more focused on stock investing ideas, this one helps to demystify the stock and bond markets so you can better comprehend what you are investing in. Warren Buffett once remarked that you should never invest in something you don't understand. This book will help you follow that advice. 7. The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason is widely regarded as one of the best investment books ever published, a true classic that provides timeless guidelines that work for everyone and shows you the value of improving on your talents. Using tales and parables set in ancient Babylonia, Clason focuses on how to make money, maintain it, and grow it. In terms of making money, George feels that everyone may become fortunate by learning to work hard. This is consistent with the common saying that luck favors the prepared. According to George, the types of preparation that chance favors are skill improvement and making the most of opportunities. Secondly, those who desire to accumulate wealth must live below their means. George recommends that readers save 10% of their salary for wealth creation. His pay yourself first philosophy is much more amazing. According to him, you should first save 10% of your salary and put it aside before spending the rest, the other 90%. That is, spend what is left instead of preserving what is left. In today's personal money management, this principle has become an essential aspect of budgeting. Finally, understand how to invest your money correctly in order to build wealth. While conserving money is important, investing it is the only method to actually grow tremendous wealth over time. 8. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Though it is all too shared, Rich Dad, Poor Dad remains one of the top investing books. Robert Kiyosaki narrates his journey to wealth in this book by distinguishing between what he learned from his biological father, Poor Dad, and his friend's father, Rich Dad. Robert took the latter path, learning how to invest in stocks and real estate, as well as leverage other people's money, which is one of the book's main topics. Other significant takeaways from this book include understanding how to invest in your financial education, investing in assets rather than liabilities, taking measured risks, and paying yourself first. 9. Behaviour Gap. Behaviour Gap, written by Carl Richards, the founder of Prasada Capital Management, is one of the easiest and most educational reads for beginning investors. This book takes a similar approach to the psychology of money in that it demonstrates the psychological biases and tendencies that lead us to make poor financial decisions, as well as what we need to know and do to make better ones. Carl also raises some significant comments about investing. You cannot successfully time the market. Higher returns generally come with higher risk, but this does not always result in higher returns. Successful investing necessitates humility. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Don't follow the herd. If an investment opportunity appears too good to be true, it probably is, and financial planning should be individualized. With these concepts, new investors can get started on the correct track, and those who have gotten offline can get back on track. We understand that this video contains a lengthy list of the finest investment books, and it may be tough to know where to begin. To make things easier, consider your present financial situation and select the book that is most appropriate for you at this time. For example, are your finances in disarray as a result of unwise decisions? The Psychology of Money and the Behavior Gap may be an excellent place to begin. Do you want to obtain a general understanding of the stock market? Then How to Buy Stocks is a wonderful option. What matters most is that you invest in your financial education, which may begin right now. That's all, guys. This video will completely change your life for the better. Thank you for watching. Please leave your opinions in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos.